Everyone, it was my brother. I forgot he was visiting today, bringing my walking stick. Oh, I finally can walk outside again. Holy crap. Alright, actually it's been several hours since the recording was stopped, so let's pick back up. We'll read a little bit more, and actually we'll do some more adventuring, since I have a tiny bit more time before bed, enough to hopefully reach this Dustman's bar and do a little bit of talking in it. Let's look at one more person really quick. I think the Dustmen here are the same, the female and the males. Oh, wow. Oh, they just look like normal people to me. Just wearing, like, friar robes. The Dustmen are the caretakers of the mortuary, a huge morgue filled with bodies. The faction seems to be a pretty somber bunch, rarely showing expression or interest in anything. They seem intent only upon taking care of all the dead bodies that come into the mortuary, cataloging them, preparing them, then burying them somewhere. The Dustmen have suppressed most of their emotions, seeing them as distractions to reaching the true death. They perceive the life that they lead as a temporary one, a shadow of the true death that all living beings seek to reach. According to Dustman philosophy, one must divest themselves of all passions before they can pass beyond this existence and into the true death.
I'm gone.
Alright, so all these guys are just Dustmen. We might as well map out all this courtyard so it gets revealed on our map. It's very important to have the full map. This is an option as well in one of the mods. You can say, hey, don't have any fog of war. Like, I want to not have any of this blackness. I want the map completely already visible for me when I play, rather than you seeing this sort of thing. But I do like it to explore. The game looks gorgeous. Well, to me at least anyway.
All right.
So we must have seen a collector. Is this a collector? Pox.
All right.
That's an interesting name. This cowled figure is hunched by the mortuary gate. His face is obscured by the shadows of his hood. What little you can see is his chin, which is covered with stubble and what appears to be a foul green and purple rash. The rash seems heaviest around his neck, fading as it crawls up to his chin. Oh, he's diseased. Greetings. The figure doesn't budge. There is a moment of silence, then he responds in a high-pitched voice that sounds more suited to a girl of 10 years than a man. Hi! Oh, hi? Who are you? Pox, am I? Hi. Oh, I remember this. Okay, I'm going to not say hi, because he's going to end every sentence with it. Oh, then again, I guess I should do this, because it's what he says. Your name is Pox? Mother and father named me. Wished a pox on firstborn. A curse given. Came true it did. Hi! Again, your eyes are drawn to the purplish-green rash covering Pox's chin and neck. Oh, I had some more questions for you. What are you doing? Wait for debtors, do I? Hi! Debtors, corpses, why? Well, I already know why. He brings them to the Dustmen in order to collect coppers, but we'll ask him this anyway. Find a debtor. Take him through the gate. Get some jink. Then again, I wait. Hi! Through the gate, why? A debtor's to a Dustman, what coppers to a collector. Bring them to the dead. They give you copper at the gate, they do. Hi! Oh, why do the Dustmen pay for the dead? Streets clean. Debtors put in their place. Streets don't stink. Dead aren't lost. Kept inside gate, all happy. Hi! Is the front gate the only way inside the mortuary? Hi! Only debtor or Dustman go in gate they do. You want Pox make you debtor again? Again? Hi, many times you ask. Pox always do. How many times? Exactly? Many time. Hi. So we've met before. Hi. I must mean yes? Or just acknowledgement. What do you know about me? You are a debtor who don't stay debtor for long. Hi. Deal square with Pox, you do. Do you know anything else about me? You a deader, who don't stay deader for long. Hi, dear square with pox you do. Can I ask you another question? Do you know someone named Farad? Hi, Farad, collector. Big name, has weight, casts long shadow, it does. Hi. Do you know where I might find him? Hi, in the hive here he is. Somewheres. Hi. Can you be more specific? Hi, somewheres in the hive he is. Farad hide he does. Very hard finding he is. Not worth finding he is. Not worth finding, what do you mean? Hi, many hates him. Other collectors even. Sharegrave hates him. Not like Farad at all. Hi. Sharegrave. Hi. Sharegrave big name. Carry weight. Casts long shadow he does. Tell Pox what to do he does. Would your boss, this Sharegrave, know where Farad is?
Updated my journal.
Hi. Sharegrave knows darks he does. No Farad a hiding he does. Sharegrave in Ragpicker Square. Many blocks west o' here. Hi. Say Sharegrave that Pox send you. Tell him. Sharegrave becomes share copper with Pox, he will. Hi. Ragpicker Square, west of here. Alright, I'll go look for this Sharegrave there then. Alright, we already know that Farad was over there. We just didn't know exactly... Well, he might be able to help us get to Farad. We know he's in Ragpicker Square somewhere. Oh, look at all these guys. And girls. The true path awaits. Om. Oh, they're chanting. Are they chanting? This dustman is dressed in long dark robes, and her hands are folded into her sleeves. Her head is bowed, and she is chanting at a measured pace with the other dustmen around her. Okay, there's no reason to disturb them then.
I'm gone.
Alright, this is definitely not the bar.
Done.
This is a large obelisk. This obsidian monument has names chiseled on it. This obsidian wall has thousands of names carved into it.
I'm gone.
Okay. Good as done.
Let's send... Oh, that's not good. These guys here, these are thugs. As the day draws to a close, more and more of them will be on the street at night. It is 5:07, so we're going to start seeing more and more of them pop up. They could decide to attack me.
I'm gone.
I will defend myself. My poor sisters. Sevtai. This woman's face looks broken, and she is covered in scars. They look like bite marks and fingernail cuts. She is cradling the shreds of several rags in her hands, and is staring emptily at the wall of the monument, at the names there. Greetings. Get back! The woman's teeth peel back, displaying a row of black canines. What you want of Sevtai? What's the matter? What's wrong? Those Chaos men wrecked my cart, attacked me, and killed 3 of my sisters who tried to stop them. Not sisters anymore. Now there's nothing but names on this memorial wall. Chaos men. Chaos men. A faction, they says. What they are is an adult bunch that runs wild through the hive and does whatever they please. We never did no harm to them. Then they lop in like dogs and tear apart anything within their reach. Who are these Chaos men who attacked you? They're a hiver gang, a bunch of adult sods that call themselves the Starved Dogs Barking or some such barmy nonsense. Well, if their actions were unjust, I can see that the matter is rectified. If 3 deaths they caused, then 3 deaths shall these starved dogs suffer. A copper earring in your purse if you pen 3 of those murdering sods in the dead book, Jig. I'll see to it that they're put in the dead book. Can you tell me where they might be found? Go out the south gate, Spireward from here, then walk around the block until you comes to a place where men run in circles howling at the sig sky. There's the starved dogs, they are. I'll go look for them then.
Updated my journal.
being watched, Chief. Just look natural. Casual. What's up? Okay.
There are more thugs around. Quentin. The man before you looks to be middle of height in years. He is stout, with a thick, bullish neck, and his shoulders are hunched, as if a great weight was pressing upon them. He wears an impatient look as he stares at the black monolith in front of him. Greetings there, sir. The man throws you a glance. There's room, Cutter. No need to ask my leave to stand there. Oh, actually I wanted to know what this monolith was. Oh, it's a tombstone for the plains. Graveyards of names are scratched on that rock. Can only hope my name's the one that'll split that stone in twain. He points at the base of the monolith. Quentin, right there, hammered in just hard enough to send the damn thing crashing down. Tombstone for the plains? Aye? Quentin smiles ruefully. The Dusties scratched the names of the dead on this monument here. He gestures around him. And on the walls of this place. Not enough space by my reckoning, but no matter, they do their best. Can barely read half the names. What are you doing here? Reading the new arrivals. Try to find one every day. Try remember if I knew him. Nothing more. Huh. I often go to the memorial graveyard here. There's a veteran graveyard here. And I'll look at one or two of the names there, just to see who was buried. It's a park, and you can walk around it basically, and there's one segment that says graveyard. I wonder how many people visit the graves of the people that they know, or don't know. The dustmen record the names of all that have died on this monument? Aye, they scratched them in on this rock, and scratch them on the walls of this place too. Huh. I don't know why they have taken the trouble to take... I don't know why they take the trouble to take accounting of the dead. The Dusties have more care for the living. The living? Aye, you know, about the dustmen mourners that come to this place? They aren't mourning the dead. See, they're mourning the living. You can barely get a word in with them edgewise without him asking to mourn some poor living burg for ye. Well, why do they mourn the living? You got me there, Cutter. Might want to put the question to them. Seems to me the dead are thrice worth the pity of any poor sod living in this pit. He nods at the monument. Every name on there is blessed, in my book it is. Ever know anybody who came back after their name was put on there? You mean come back from death? Not a one, Cutter. Everything that lives dies, and that's the way of things, he shrugs. Still, considering the plains go on forever and all, I suppose anything's possible. Oh, I see. Well, thanks. It helps if you talk to everyone about everything, even if maybe you know sometimes what they'll say, because you may get enough information to talk to someone else about things that wouldn't be unlocked in conversation if you hadn't exhausted all the other conversation options given to you, or I seem to remember that being the case. Death of names. You see a dustman with a crooked smile frozen on his face. Despite the smile, his eyes are as dull as stones. His right arm is shorter than the left, and he keeps it tucked into his side, as if cradling a small child. Greetings. The dustman's eyes slide over to you. Name. The way he speaks the word, it sounds like the tolling of a bell. I don't know. No name. No name can't help you. Need to give a name if you want to see where it's died. The dustman speaks in a curious sing-song voice. What?
Updated my journal.
Given a name when you were born, give it back when you need it no more. Death of names, death of names. His eyes swim across the monolith, then the walls of the area. Buried many names here, Death of Name has. Tell me a name, I'll show you its grave. Dianara. His eyes roll to the back of his head, then pop back. With a wide gleam, his eyes run across the wall of the monument, scanning the names at inhuman speed. He then points at a section of the wall. Buried. Let's examine it. Chiseled into the black stone, in tiny cramped writing, is a name you requested. It is almost lost beneath the sea of names around it. Huh, just checking. Farewell. Oh, that's fascinating. So this must be a catalog of everyone that's died, both the, I guess, the obelisk and the surrounding structure. It sounds like they haven't increased the size of it. And the names don't have an actual date that they died in, so it's literally just a name.
Done.
So, like, I guess if your name was Tim, and some Tim died here, you'd represent all the Tims. Elderly hive dweller. A sense of great loss hangs over this elderly woman like a dark cloak. As you watch her, a long, sad sigh escapes your lips. Greetings. She looks up at your face, cloudy eyes squinting and straining to see you. Forgive me, young cutter, but I'm an old woman, and I don't see so well. Do I know ye? Perhaps, but I don't know you. She mulls your answer over for a moment, nodding. What is it you wanted, then? Can I ask you some questions? Questions? Her expression curdles. Oh, no. You're an adventurer, aren't ye? Name, job, and all that rot, eh? Well, I won't have it. Off with ye. Oh, wow. Name, job. That's what you said in the Ultima series, remember correctly? I'm not really, at least. Bar that. The woman jabs her finger at you. I've watched the dustman put the name of me husband, damn his soul, me son and both me daughters on their memorial. Adventurers, all of them. Why, I swung quite a sword myself in the day, so I's knows one when I meets one. The woman seems to be working herself into a fit. Her face has become flushed, and flecks of spittle fly from her lips as she howls at you. Let's let her continue. I'll bet you've got all sorts of barmy questions. She mimics her heroic stance. Greetings! I ask some questions. Can you tell me about this place? Who's the Lady of Pain? I'm looking for the magic girdle Swank Iron. Have you seen it? Do you know where a portal to the 2817th plane of the abyss might be? Do you know where the holy flamin' frost-branded Gronk slaying Vorpal hammer a wounded and returning and shooting lightning out of your bum is? She spits. Pfft. Dung it all. Only guessing the dead book. I ought to kick you in the shins for even pestering an old poor old woman about it all. Go away and leave me in peace. Wow. I see she has an opinion about adventurers. Wow, that was interesting. Oh, that must be her again. Well, who's this person running around? Ingress. She looks confused. You see a haggard woman wrapped in rags. Her hair is disheveled and dirty, and her complexion is extremely dark. Burns cover her arms, and her right hand is a fused lump of flesh. It looks melted, like wax exposed to great heat. Oh my god, this poor girl. Hello. Oh, she's screaming.
Updated my journal.
What is it you want me? The woman's accent is thick, and you're having difficulty making out what she is saying. Oh, I can't do accents, so... You wanted me to leave? Not leaving this city, so I'm not. I can't. Tried. It's not a city. It's a prison to everywhere. Everywhere? There's worlds. There's... Her eyes gleam madly. Plains that be sinking sands. Fields thirsty nettles be. Sightless worlds where your limbs are given life and hate. Cities of dust whose people are dust and whisper ash. The house without doors. The toilet lands. The singing winds. The singing winds. She starts to sob quietly, but she seems all of tears. And shadows. The terrible shadows there be. Where are these places? Where's them places? She flings the lump of her right hand in an arc, gesturing at the cityscape. They's all here be. Doors here to everywhere. Doors? You not knowing this. She squints at you, and her teeth start chattering. Tell you I will. Beware every space you walk through or touch in this thrice-cursed city. Doors, gates, arches, windows, picture frames, the open mouths of a statue, the spaces between shelves. Beware any space, bound on all sides. All of these are doors to other places. What do you mean? Every door has a key, it does. And with this key, they show their true nature. An arc becomes a portal. A picture frame becomes a portal. A window becomes a portal. All eager to take you someplace else. They steal you away. She raises the lump of her right hand. And sometimes, what's on the other side takes a part of you there as a tithe. What are these keys? The keys number as many as the doors of the city. Every door a key, every key a door. Her teeth start chattering again, as if she is cold. And the key is anything. It may be an emotion, an iron nail held between your second and fifth fingers, a thought 3 times, then thought once in reverse, or it may be a glass rose. And all these keys that open, and these are all keys that open these doors?
Updated my journal.
Yes. Her teeth starts chattering, and she clenches her mouth closed and squints in her eyes. Yes. Can't leave. Can't leave. How did you get here?
Updated my journal.
From... She seems to calm slightly, and her eyes take on 1,000-league stare. Came from a place else from here, almost a life ago. Hummed a tune by a glade with 2 dead trees that had fallen together. A brilliant door opened in the space between the crossed trees. Showed me the city on the other side. I stepped through. Ended here. Why can't you go back? Tried! She tries to sob again, but no tears come. Tried. All doors here lead to other places. She shudders and grips her melted right hand. Went through thrice 10 portals. Some on a purpose, some an accident. None of them right. Can't find way back. There must be a portal that can take you back. Can't even leave here, this square. And there, the place of death, behind the gate, waits for me. She points at the mortuary behind the gate, then turns back to you, her face desperate. I can't go anywhere in this city. Oh, the exits. The exits of this area are arches. You can't go anywhere. What do you mean? Oh, this poor girl. Anything could be a door. Any arc there, any door here could be a portal. Don't know the key. Could get us sent to another horrible place. Her teeth start chattering again. Got to stay away from the closed spaces. All could be doors. Could have a key on me, and I not knowing it. You're afraid to go through any door or arc because it might be a portal. She nods, her teeth chattering. How long have you been afraid of this? She squints. Since the last time I walked through the last portal. The place where my hand... She stops. Since my 10th turnin'. I'm in me 4th, 10th turnin' that now. Her teeth begin chattering again. 30 years. You haven't walked through any door for 30 years. Her vision seems to clear slightly. She looks up at you, her teeth still chattering. Wow. The sad part is I can understand this phobia, in that to not take any more risks, especially after ongoing whatever happened to her hand. She's too terrified to walk through any arc ever. Wow. To be too afraid to walk through any door. That's... Her smile fades. Her teeth aren't chattering because she is cold. They are moving around inside her mouth. Her gums twisting as the teeth shift about. They rise and recede as you watch, chattering as they rattle against each other. Holy crap! Oh, I remember this now! Wow! Okay. Okay. Wow, so first off, this is crazy. So, her teeth are just rearranging themselves in her mouth. What She hisses at you. Only takes one portal you steps through an accident to drive the fear into you. I went through thrice 10, lost my hand, burned my flesh, and lost my sense. She looks at her feet. No more. No more. I'm sorry. If I can find some means to help you, I will. Farewell.
Updated my journal. I'm gone.
Oh, she just ran through a door. Well, let's pretend she didn't.
I'm gone.
Wow, holy crap. Oh, here's a door
I'm
too.
gone.
Let's check this door out. We're gonna walk through everyone's home and get yelled at. Because we're an adventurer. Oh wow, she's wearing a very sexy outfit. Shalandria. Blast! I almost had it that time. Don't you know it's dangerous to interrupt spellcasters while they're invoking a spell? Luckily for you, I was only practicing. Well, what is it you want? Oh, my apologies for disturbing you. Farewell. Oh, okay, I can't actually talk to her. Alright, so probably sometime later we'll figure out what we need for that. We might as well keep exploring this. I'm surprised we haven't been attacked yet, in all honesty. Well, that's probably going to change very soon.
Done.
It's 6 o'clock, and there are a lot more thugs around
Done.
now. Yeah, this guy's watching us, I think. Yeah.
Done.
Oh, I meant to find the Gathering Dust Bar, but we're finding all sorts of other people instead. Hello, who's this guy? Bayan, the Sender. You see a heavy-set man with sharp features and a pained expression. Despite his huge frame, however, he has an effeminate look about him, and unlike the other residents you've seen, he looks to have bathed recently. As you approach, he looks up hopefully and calls out in a high voice. Craddock, good sir? What? Oh. His hopeful expression dies as he studies your face. 1,000 apologies, good sir, if I have given offense. He gives a slight bow. I am called Bane the Sender, third child of Dai Bane the Sender. I am one of the many runners in the employ of the House of Senders. No apologies necessary, Bane. What did you want? 1,000 apologies for troubling you with such a trivial matter, but I seek Craddock, an overseer in the hive. Bane looks like he is in pain. But alas, he eludes me. He looks at you hopefully again. Could it be you have heard of such a man? I'm sorry, I haven't. I am bound to deliver a message to him, and as yet, fortune has chosen not to favor me. I might be able to find him and deliver a message. For a price. Baneface lights up like a lantern. Oh, of course, good sir. You can find this Craddock and pass him along the message. I shall pay you for your troubles. Alright, what's the message? Bane recites the message almost like a mantra. The shipment must be incursed by the 3rd day, or there will be a penalty. Bane frowns. I am told that Craddock will know of the shipment to which the message pertains. Alright, if I see Craddock, I will pass along the message. Is there anything you can tell me about him before I go that might help me find him, before I start walking the streets shouting his name? He is said to be a giant of a man, stern of features, that he is an overseer in one of the hive marketplaces. Alas, I know little else other than that, good sir. I see. Well, that's enough to go on for now. Bane bows. Thank you, sir. Should fortune favor you, and you are able to bear the message to Craddock, be so kind as to return to me of it, and tell me of it. I will see to it that your efforts are rewarded. Very well. Farewell, Bane.
Updated my journal.
Cool. Did I actually write down what to say? I didn't, but I should remember it, I think. Harlots. We'll talk to a harlot a little bit later. It's actually getting kind of late, so I should probably stop the recording, but we'll talk to this zombie. Wow, the Post. Now I remember this guy. This filthy-looking corpse is in sad shape. Its shoulders are slumped, and one of its legs is broken, causing it to lean to one side. Stains cover it from head to toe. Judging from the smell and the texture, the stains run from rotten fruit to mud and bird droppings. To add to the indignity, graffiti has been carved into its body, and several notices have been nailed to its chest, back, and head. Oh, I thought I was in bad shape. Don't those nails hurt? The corpse makes no response. Of course, why should it? Let's examine the corpse. Despite the many stitches, the corpse's rotting skin is peeling in several places, revealing long stretches of muscle and bone. You'd guess that this zombie is frequently used as target practice. The fruit and mud stains aside, some of the tears in the skin still have rocks and bits of glass lodged in them. One wicked-looking cobblestone is still embedded in the side of its head. Wow, we can pry out the cobblestone. I don't see why we would do that. Let's examine the graffiti and notices. A number of the leaflets have been ruined by rain, but some of them are still legible. One tacked to his back is from something called the Office of Vermin and Disease Control. The one on his forehead looks like a bill of fare for a restaurant. One on his chest looks like an official notice, and another appears to be some sort of want ad. Alright, well let's look at the post for Office of Vermin and Disease Control. To those Hive citizens wishing gainful employ in the most honorable and generous Sigil government, inquire forthwith at Office of Vermin and Disease Control to help stem plague of brain rats. Bounties paid. Copper given for each rat tail brought. Tails must be genuine and from rat only. No cat, dog, or fiend tail accepted. Office several streets south and west of Mortuary Gate in Lower Hive. Ask for official inspector in charge, the respected Finneras T. Lort, the 39th. Okay, let's see what else we've got. The bill of fare. Someone has posted a bill of fare for the Gathering Dust Bar, but the bill of fare cannot be read, as the words Smoldering Corpse Bar have been scrawled in charcoal over the bill. Smoldering Corpse Bar? The zombie immediately jerks its left hand upwards and points far to the southeast. A moment later, the arm falls back to its side with a thump. Huh, reminds me of a job I had once, says Mort. Well, I mean, without the arms. Huh. I wonder if this would work for the other notices. Let's examine the want ad. Wanted. Able-bodied person willing to investigate a matter of the utmost importance to the Dustman cause. Will offer suitable compensation upon successful completion of said task. Interested parties inquire with Initiate Norish, Gathering Dust Bar. The Gathering Dust Bar? The zombie immediately jerks its left arm upwards and points west to the building before you. A moment later, the arm falls back to its side with a thump. Alright, let's take a look at the official notice. Public notice. By the order of the Judiciary Council, and in accordance with the citizenry of Sigil, let it be known those defacing a registered servant of the Dustman, either by graffiti, malicious attack, or by posting notices, will constitute felonious assault, and the perpetrator will be answerable for the vandalism of said servant. By order of the Hall of Speakers. Well, apparently they're ignoring it. It's just as effective as a don't litter sign. Let's examine some of the graffiti. The graffiti runs from obscenities about the Dustmen to slogans glorifying what appear to be local gangs. One piece of graffiti catches your eye. Someone has carved the name Farid on the corpse's left arm, then slashed an X across it. Farid.
Updated my journal.
The zombie immediately jerks its left arm upwards and points far to the west, and downwards. A moment later, the arm falls back to its side with a thump. Thanks. Oh, a talking person.
All right.
Hey, Cough.
You see a striking red-haired girl dressed in leather armor. Her right arm is covered with a series of interlocking plates that look as if they were taken from the skin of some creature, and a horned shoulder piece protects her left arm. Oddly enough, she has a tail that is flickering back and forth as you watch. Pike off! Greetings. The girl ignores you. Who are you? The girl sneers, then makes an obscene gesture with her tail. Pike off, you clueless sod. Hey, easy. I just had some questions. Aye? And what is it you want? I'm looking for someone named Farad. Do you know where I can find him? I might say more if you sweetened the question, aye? She clicks her tongue and rubs two fingers together. Jink jink, aye? Jink jink? She means money. Oh. Aye. She glances at Mort, then shrugs. What the skull said. Hardcoin. Alright, how much? How much is it to you to know, huh? She studies you, then folds her arms. Come on, I haven't got all day, I haven't. Never mind. I don't really want to spend 10 or 20 coins here. Aye, pike off to wherever you came from then. Farewell to you too.
Ugh, I've never seen something so ugly, I've not.
Fair enough. Alright, so let's go. I guess we'll go into the bar, but we'll do the bar.
Chief, what are we doing in here? Let's say we just give this place the laugh, alright?
Sorry, Mort. We're here for several reasons. Ooh. The talking in this place sounds very... So I'm looking for... boring for a bar? Not very lively, we'll say. Alright, so before we log out, let's look at a few, if any, other beasts. So we'll read another, I think, 3. So we have a giant skeleton. These skeletons are made from the bones of giants and given the semblance of life through necromancy. Although these skeletons have no ligaments or musculature, their joints are bound with iron bolts, and their bones are reinforced with leather straps and cords wound beneath their armor. These skeletons' size belies their great speed and their skill with their great swords. Oh, so they're really dangerous. The archaic armor and weapons these skeletons use do not look like they have suffered from age, and their blades are razor sharp. It is possible that their armor is cleaned daily by one of the mortuary workers. Skeletons suffer less damage from any slashing or piercing weapons. Crushing weapons such as clubs and hammers inflict normal damage. Okay, and the small thug? Oh, he does look like a small thug. In any society, there are going to be people who can't live by the laws society lays down. Maybe they feel downtrodden and oppressed. Maybe they're driven to the streets because they have no other options. Maybe they're just resentful. Whatever the cause, quite a number of them choose to slip into a life of crime, living by preying off others. You've done it yourself. It doesn't mean you like it any better when they're trying to prey on you. Tiefling female. Oh, she's got like goat legs. The lower planes spits evil across the cosmos, infecting everything it touches. Sometimes it swallows people. When they come back with the lower planes stamped across their faces and their souls. And sometimes they come back bearing children. A child who has been touched by the lower planes is called a tiefling, and it's scarred from both. Being born with a soul that's unquestionably tainted with evil will do that. The reaction a tiefling earns while growing up scars it still further. Tieflings tend to be loners, steering clear of trust and friends, living their own lives. When they do trust, they do it sparingly and only over a long period of time, and it's rare that they'll ever show it. And we have... well, we skipped several here. So let's read one more. A normal skeleton. These skeletons have been given a semblance of life through necromancy. Although these skeletons have no ligament... oh. This is the same exact thing, only it doesn't deal with how giant they are. Okay. Everyone, when we come back, we'll talk to everyone in this bar, and then maybe we'll finally do some fighting. I will see you guys then. Thank you for watching.